everyone, tonight is October 18th, 2024. And
you're Alba's wife. You're my wife.
Husband here wanted me to introduce. Hi, I'm the wife. Yes, I'm the other half that has to clean up the mess he leaves behind after he makes a beautiful meal, because it's actually that good, but I have to clean it. So everyone enjoy that lovely fact. Every partner out there, the one that's cleaner than the other one, well, I'm the cleaner one. So enjoy this. What are we making?
We're making Persian Gondi.
Gondi? Gondi.
Gondi.
We're making Persian Gondi. Gondi is what?
I don't know what
is it exactly?
Oh, it's meat. So we're using turkey meat tonight.
Okay, it's meat and
some.
Okay, it's like think of it like a chicken matzo ball, yeah? But it's made with meat. Think of a matzo ball with meat, and it uses chickpea flour. Now, you can use real chickpeas, you can use flour. I don't know how else they actually make it. My grandmother makes it.
I make it.
So he's going to make it. We are going to be using
for the soup
organic chickpeas, salt,
kosher salt.
Use whatever salt you want. Seriously, don't listen to the man. There are other salts out there. There is pink salt, Himalayan salt. There is also Celtic salt. That's also even higher in antioxidants. Just saying. This is what happens when a woman takes over the show. Okay, turmeric. It's not it. It's just a different name. Turmeric. See that lovely golden, like mustard yellow? It's stunning. Do not overuse turmeric. Just warning number one. When you do use turmeric, turmeric is not meant to be overused. It's very powerful. Just like paprika. But I love my paprika. This one here, here's the husband. All right, here is some pepper. Nice pepper. You're going to grind these?
Yes, it's got a grinder on
Oh, we have the grinder. Okay, fine. Cardamom. Yeah, we've been married over 20 years. You can't tell by now. All right. Cardamom. So this is ground cardamom. Let's see. Can everyone see that? I asked for the lights to be dimmed, so if you can't see much, it's my fault. I don't want you to see all the lovely face because I don't wear makeup, nor do I care. Okay. Now the onion. This is a nice big bulb onion. How many onions are you supposed to use?
Well, you can use one onion for the soup.
How many onions per amount of meat? How much?
Yeah, so I'm using 1 kilo meat, so 1 onion for 1 kilo.
So per kilo of meat, try to get a big old guy. Yeah. If you get a little one, get 2 little baby ones. Yeah.
Right.
It's just there's the concept. You see how it fits in the palm of your hand? A big guy. If you could fit 2 onions in your hand, yeah, equals what you'd be able to use better for the 1 kilo of meat, because you kind of need this to bind it. Yeah. This is like, you put egg and stuff, you have to bind things together. And it basically, you're making gondi in the khoresht, in the soup?
Yes.
Khoresht is a soup. It's like a stew. It's a word for stew or soup. Do not get angry if I said it wrong. It doesn't matter. Look it up and Google it. If I got it wrong, correct me. All right. Now, husband wants to use not 1, but 6 of these pretty little chicken stock cubes.
So you can use.
You don't have to use all 6. You can use 1. You can use 5. Just drop them in one by one for taste. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. See, I'm in charge of the kitchen. Stop talking. So this is what happens when you're making soup. This is why you shouldn't be in front of the camera. You should put as many as you need, 1 by 1, and 1 by 1. You get the flavor you're looking for, because too salty is going to be way too pungent. So you're looking for a flavor that works for you. I went over the flavors on the counter. You will be using a pretty bowl. Here, we'll Vanna White it for you. Vanna White. Yes. What was Vanna White again?
It's a Timu bowl.
No. Shh. What was Vanna White? No. But the show, Vanna White, where she goes, look. The word had the words on the screen. Okay, my brain just went fried. Okay, but here you go. Wheel of Fortune. Here, I'm Wheel of Fortune. Okay, big old nice pretty bowl. Sorry if it's too shiny for eyes, forgive me. And he wants to try to crush. Now, if you don't want to smell onions like me, we have a finger crusher here, right? You can either grate it. You can use any grater. He just got a fancy one. I don't know. He keeps buying more stuff for the kitchen. Can't tell who's more adept for that kind of stuff than me.
We're going to do a Timu haul one day.
We are not doing a Timu haul. Stop it. I'm not buying that much from there anyway. And this little grinder thing, and you see there? It goes chop, chop, like a little alligator.
And you need to have small pieces.
Small pieces. So if you cut your onion, think slices. Like you're julienning it. And then you go swoosh. And then if they're flat,
easier to...
less work and less painful for your hands. Now it's been 5 minutes. I've used 5 minutes of your video already.
So that's it.
So enjoy that. I'm off. See you later. Bye. Enjoy the food.
So first we're going to start with the soup. So with the soup we're going to add on some chickpeas. So chickpeas needs to dry. For you put it in water and then you make sure it's softened before you cook them. And as well, because I use a can, I didn't need to do all that, but you can do it fresh, all up to you guys. And with that we're gonna put some carrots, some potatoes. I'm gonna cut them all up, and water. So with water I just put about half the container. So I'm using a rice cooker, but you can use just whatever you want to use to cook, but you just put about half the amount just to cover it, so when we do the Gondi part of it, it will just float on top of it. And I'll show you in a minute. As well, I forgot to say, I use 2 soup cubes, but you can just, if you have soup mix or just soup powder, just use a spoon of soup powder, or how much you feel that you want to use, just to make it taste very soupy, chicken, whatever you want to make it taste. So as I finish cutting all the vegetables and the everything else, the chickpeas, I just filled some water, and I'm gonna cook this till it starts boiling, and then we're gonna add a Gondi onto it afterwards. So tonight I'm using some turkey minced meat, but you can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use lamb. Some people do half chicken, half lamb. This is 1 kilo of turkey. So with that, we use turmeric. We just use about half a spoon of turmeric, half a spoon of cardamom, it is a tablespoon, not a teaspoon, and half it. And then you add in some, this time I'm going to use some more of the cube chicken, because it's not powdered. I have to break it by hand just to add on to the spices. So I will use, so they were saying you use a whole spoon of chicken powder, but because I don't have chicken powder, I just have chicken cubicles. That's what I do. I'm just going to break some cubicles of cube chicken broth, and with that you use pepper. I won't use a lot of pepper because it will be spicy. It all depends on how spicy you want it to be. So just a bit of pepper and a bit of salt. Just a little bit. I want to use a lot of salt. Some olive oil. I'm using olive oil. You can use any oil you like. Now with that, I'll just use maybe a half a cup, or I'll just use half a cup of olive oil. So you can use more if you feel you need to. It's just to make it wet. And then we're going to use some chickpea flours. So we're going to use a cup of chickpea flour. But if you feel you want to, it's very noisy. If you want to put more, you can. Just see how much it feels. And then I'm just going to cut my onion, and I'll show you what that's like. So I just wanted to show you, I cut the onion into 2 pieces. I'm going to grind my onion. I decided I'm going to grind it. And the idea of that, so it will combine with the meat a lot better. You can cut it to very small slices, it's up to you guys, but I just find it grinding it a bit easier. Now that you grind your onion, and you cried enough for all your work you did, you put the chickpeas powder. Now you need to put about between half a cup to a cup of chickpea powder, and that is all about the how you feel that it's all put together. It needs to gel together, so you can add more meat, you can add more olive oil if you feel you need to, but it needs to gel. So I'll show you once I put it all together. Now to put it all together, you wet your hands. You have to make sure your hands are wet, and you make it like a bowl. So not like a small bowl like you make a chicken soup, or just a bowl, and combine it together. So it should be like a handful, and then you put it in your soup, and then once you leave it for at least between an hour and half an hour, so it's all fully cooked, and I'll show you what it looks like. So while the soup and the Gondi is cooking, my wife wanted to show you guys an idea what you can do. So this is the recipe is most Persian food is meat based, but so that's, you can pause and show what you can eat it with. You can have it with rice or green herbs as well. Her idea is to, if you're vegetarian, the options are grinding some vegetables and maybe putting some eggs to combine them, and then you can add some rice and other stuff to it. But that's just another way of doing it. So if you're vegetarian, you can do it that way. If you're a meat eater, you can do it that way. Now I finished my soup, my Gondi, and I just opened one just to show you what it looks like. And then I'm just going to give it to my wife because she's ready to eat and she's hungry. Hungry. And then I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you have a nice week and have a nice weekend. Have a nice rest, and I'll see you in my next recipe. Bye.